Welcome to Huawei's EcoConnect Europe 2021. My name is Marit van Bohemen and I'm very happy to guide you through today's service session. Before we start, I would like to introduce the rules of Lucky Draw. Please fill in the survey and know that we have a very nice prize. We have 4 Huawei FreeBuds 4i as the prizes. And at the end of the session we will select 4 audience members who filled in the survey and they will win. Let me first introduce Dimitri Rico. He is VP Services for Huawei Enterprise Services in Europe. He's responsible for the digital transformation projects within Huawei. Today he's going to talk about the top predictions on ICT services evolution. Mr. Rico, we're looking forward to your presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the service session of Huawei Connect Europe 2021. Today, I am going to introduce you about the topic of how Huawei support enterprises on accelerating the digital transformation. My name is Dimitri Rico, and the agenda that I have prepared for this session is basically focused on 2 topics. The first one is how analysts and also Huawei see the key trends in the next 5 years and the challenges on evolving and adapted the ICT services to the digital transformation. The second part of the agenda, we will focus on how Huawei service is supporting our customer or the digital enterprise in order to overcome all the challenges. 2020 and COVID pandemic has exposed many companies to significant changes in order to meet the changing customer requirements and how the products and services are delivered to their customers. Because the situation, most of the enterprises have started urgent activities and initiatives in order to be much more competitive, agile, innovative, in order to reduce the business risk and don't lose the pace. But also the services of these companies need to be evolving during the next years, need to follow the pace of the business changes. And most of the companies has started a never-ending cycle of digital transformation, how to adapt the different process, infrastructure, and services that support the business to the new business needs. Based on IDC 2021 analysis, 50% of the companies will accelerate the digital transformation. On progressing on this digital transformation, basically the companies will adopt faster platform as a service from the cloud, moving the legacy and old applications and services massively to the cloud. This adoption of cloud services basically will, from the operational point of view, will force the companies to implement in a couple of years, by 2023, multi-cloud management platforms that will enable the customer really to manage, not only provision, but really manage the different services that will be located in different resource pool, in different cloud suppliers, in different locations, but will be really a multi-cloud management, end-to-end service management. Because this dispersion in terms of localization of the different services and also the need of have much more strong service and more resilient operations, customer will start a process of making a more robust service, a more robust operations. Basically taking advantage of cloud standardization. Cloud is standard products, standard services. The tailor legacy process of operations will be evolving step by step, taking advantage of this cloud standardization to fully standard process. 75% of the companies, based on IDC analysis, is showing that they have plans by 2024 to really automate massively the operations. But this automation is only possible because the previous step, because we need first standard operations, we need a standard process that will be provided by the cloud platforms, we need a robust service, and we need also the shift from the legacy platform to more standardized platforms. Last and not least, the customers are stating that by 2025, in 4 to 5 years, the vendor of choice for 75% of our customers will be vendors that are not only able to provide technology, but that can cover the end-to-end life cycle, from strategy, design, implementation, integration, and finally, operation of the different services. Obviously, it's clear the impact of the digital transformation in the different services. And we know that at least 50% of the digital transformation projects finally didn't achieve the expected results. If we analyze, based on BCG information, which are the critical factors for a successful digital transformation, we can really state that there is a 40% of the successful projects or the successful companies that have succeeded because basically they have an integrated strategy with a clear transformation objectives, with clear metrics how the transformation is impacting the business, and they can measure. Then to have a holistic view about business strategy, transformation and strategy and outcomes is a critical factor in 40% of the projects. Another more, let's say, non-tangible factor for a successful digital transformation is the commitment of the organization on the projects. And it's clear that in most of the projects, the board of directors, the CEO, the top management is committed because at the end, they are understanding the business, they see perfectly the evolution of the business, and they are committed in order to adapt the technology changes, the services to the new scenario. However, only in 33% of the projects, one-third, there was a real commitment on the middle management, of the organization that really is the achievers, the one that need to put in place the digital transformation. Therefore, one of the weakest points in terms of to make successful a digital transformation is the commitment of the organization, not of the top management, but the middle management organization. To have on board the organization, to explain from the top which are the objectives, to make them believe that this is the necessary change in the organization is a critical success factor. Most probably the one that is more important in all the analysis done. Last and not least, the third key factor for successful transformation basically is to be able to realize on time that the existing platforms, the old platforms, usually are not able really to have the agility, the flexibility that the digital transformation needs. Therefore, to have the choice of the right platform to support the digital transformation, to support the business process, is a critical factor. Based on BCG analysis, in 66% of the projects, one critical successful factor was the right choice of the business fit for purpose platform in order to align what is the business objective with the needs in terms of technology. There is an additional challenge, which is cross to all the customers. We see perfectly that customers are facing the dual challenge of keeping the innovation, the tremendous change on their IT, while at the same time try to optimize and maintain the existing IT infrastructure. Huawei services help the customer through business transformation, through digital transformation projects, implementation, build, and through managed services, really to customer to keep this balance, accelerate the innovation, and also to keep the cost, to keep the current existing IT infrastructure at the right level in order to leverage the savings to be able to invest on the digital transformation projects. If we move to the next topic, more pragmatical, less theoretical, based on our experience, how Huawei is helping to our customer to really take advantage of the digital transformation and overcome the different challenge. In this picture, we show basically the end-to-end life cycle of the digital transformation. From one side, Huawei is having the consulting, planning capabilities with consultants that are coming from the business or even from the technology in order to be able to capture what are the real needs, to capture what are the real focus of the company and the objectives, and to plan what is the roadmap for digital transformation. We have more than 3,000 experts worldwide and more than 600 successful projects. Next to the planning, we need to do really the ICT integration. ICT integration could mean many, many topics. For me, the most important thing is how we mix the legacy old platforms, ecosystems, and applications with the new applications and the new services. Usually, we need to migrate from the existing to the new. Usually, we need to integrate because operational and service levels are needed, the old with the new. All these ICT integration project success is a specialty of Huawei. We have more than 30 data centers worldwide that support this kind of projects, and we have more than 100 networks successfully migrated worldwide. As we commented before, the cloud adoption is one of the significant cornerstones of the digital transformation. Cloud enablement in Huawei means that we have more than 6 industry scenarios with different applications, different services specialized by industry, and more than 1,000 projects of cloud. In fact, I always say that in Europe, the sovereign cloud leader technology is Huawei technology. The top 2 sovereign cloud in Europe is using Huawei technologies and services in order to provide the services in Europe and for Europe. Once the transformation is implemented and the digital project is about to end, it's very important to maintain and to operate and to keep the services at the right level, at the right SLA. Huawei is an expert operating and maintaining networks, maintaining services, and is having more than 130 new customers every year on operation and maintenance. Also, when customer is having already an operation, we are able to provide some assistance and operation assistance in order to help the customer to define which are the key metrics for the service, and also how take advantage of these metrics to improve the service. We have the tools, we have the process, and we have the capability to help the customer in order to improve their operations. And the key piece in all this ecosystem is our service partners. Huawei is having more than 5,000, close to 6,000 partners worldwide that are really providing and are helping us to provide the services to our customer. In fact, more than 80% of the services that we provide, we are doing through partners. If we put these different 6 topics from the customer need until the customer realization, the customer objective, basically we can say that we have the consulting services that are specialized on the start of the cycle, capturing the customer needs, aligning the business objectives, setting with the customer which are the technology that will be supporting the digital transformation and their objectives. Then we have the plan build activities in which basically we have our ICT integration services that will help the customer to migrate their applications to the new environment. And finally, we will have the cloud enablement of choice. This means customer can choose where to locate the different services, if on-premise, if in private cloud, or in public cloud. Last and not least, we do the running and the operation of these services in order that customer can really provide a very resilient service and take advantage of the digital transformation in the day-to-day business. Finally, we help our customer, we help our partners really to make the talent cultivation, the talent evolution by making training and making their skills to evolve along the evolution of the technology. If we move to a specific example, most of our customers, I will say that in the projects I have been involved, more than 80% of the projects involve the data lake consolidation. Customer wants to take advantage of the data in order to be able to have a more precision marketing, a better customer engagement, or to know better the needs of their customer. In order to do so, usually customers is creating what we call the data lake, trying to consolidate the different sources of information in order to be able to exploit, to be able to apply business intelligence in order to take business benefit. One of the great tools that we are using is our Ocean Store Distributed Storage, which is able to consolidate different sources of information, even replicated, even distributed, by providing customer not only the business value, which is something that customer can apply using business intelligence, but also to reduce the cost, reduce the TCO, and increase the efficiency on the compute platform. Because at the end, when we are consolidating, we are reusing and maximizing the use of the existing platforms. What is differential on, for instance, the migration of storage? We can do basically the two traditional methods in the market. What is the volume migration or the virtual migration? The main limitation that we are finding is that in some cases this cannot be applied because depend on the compute capacity, the compute configuration, or the legacy compute. The second limitation is that this is consuming also resources from the host. This means that usually in a legacy platform, you have a lot of limitations, or you have usually at the limit the capacity. You don't want to invest more capacity in legacy platforms. Therefore, Huawei has a unique proposal to our customers in order to do what we call SAN-based migration. We use Huawei Migration Director, which is a tool embedded in our storage and also complemented by a client that is able to migrate from the different vendors with 10 times more speed than any of the existing migration technologies, and the most important, is independent of the host usage. It's not using the host in order to migrate, it's using the SAN, the new SAN capability in order to do the data migration. This means that the projects are faster, and also that we don't disrupt, we don't use the legacy infrastructure in order to migrate the storage. And I repeat, this is totally compatible with all the different vendors. This means that as soon as the target is Huawei storage, we can migrate data from all the different data sources. Another of the key points that was, let's say, in the second quadrant of the analysis of IDC was how to make more resilient operations, how we make more automations. Let's start by the first topic, how we make more resilient operations. In Huawei, we have the concept of digital operation transformation that basically is changing completely from the traditional operation to a more future-ready operation. Basically, we move from the traditional reactive operation based on people, based on different silos, which is having a limited API, limited integration in order to capture the different events and even to automate, to a new concept based on Huawei services and technology, which is basically providing machine-oriented monitoring, service transaction driving monitoring. This means that we don't look for the device, we look that the service really is working and the transaction has been executed, based on one integrated platform, and basically with an open API that is able to integrate with the major vendors in the market in order to provide information or to collect information from the different vendors. If we mix the digital operation transformation and the digital transformation per se, basically we see that The major changes in the operation transformation will be that the governance will be different, because we need not only to manage their own devices and their own services, but also a distributed partner or providers of services, usually cloud, that we are going to have new skills in the service. The teams need to evolve. There will be new skills, for instance, in order to automate the task. And therefore, everything needs a tangible evolution, that will be the service, and non-tangible evolution, that basically is the skill set change. If we mix this with the digital transformation will reinforce the transformation of operation, basically adding automation in the provision. We'll also add automation in the detection of incidents and providing which are the alternatives of solutions and which are really the alternatives in order to solve it as soon as possible. And even including self-healing, which means that the platform is able to take the incident, analyze the alternative, and if it's really in this way, if we have programmed it in this way, the task in order to solve the incident will be executed. Then overall, Huawei believes that this mix on the digital operation and the digital transformation together is the future, and our services are fully aligned and fully ready for future. Here I will show, and this is my last slide, what is a real case. It's a case in Europe developed last year, in which Huawei helped to a customer to accelerate the transformation, the digital transformation, basically moving all the on-premise services based on legacy technologies to a hybrid cloud solution. We did this project together with a partner, and partner was a fundamental element of this project. The challenge of the customer was that the cost of existing operation was very high. Dedicated people, tailored process, very high cost of operation. Also, they were using the leader solution in terms of hypervisor in the market, which is also very expensive. They were paying a lot every month, every year, regarding virtualization licenses. Some limitation that the customer was having was regarding regulatory compliance. You know, there are some services that cannot be moved outside the country, and therefore this is limiting the solution. Everything cannot be public cloud. In this case, we have a hybrid solution. And also, because also service constraint, the latency between the client and the data centers should be low in order that applications are running smoothly. What was our solution? Basically, we make a migration to hybrid cloud. We even migrate from the leader hypervisor in the market to our hybrid cloud solution that is having his own hypervisor. Customer was asking zero downtime migration, and we executed perfectly in less than 4 months. And finally, customer also requested that the operation and maintenance is done by Huawei partner, and we move the operation to us. What are the benefits for customer? Zero downtime migration, we don't have any service disruption in a critical environment. We have a very efficient operation. We automate, and we achieve more than 25% cost optimization. And also we centralize the operation. Customer is having a single point for any service. The service could be provided by public cloud, by private cloud. This is a single point of contact for all the services. Until here, my speech and the explanation for this session. I am welcome to receive any questions in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rico. Now let's move on. I'm pleased to introduce Mr. Calvin Howe. He's the Senior Service Consultant of Huawei Enterprise Business Group of Western Europe. Welcome, Calvin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, and thank you for joining. My name is Calvin. I'm a Senior Service Consultant from Huawei Enterprise Business for WEU. I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy during the pandemic period. Today's topic is Huawei Intelligent O&M Service 3 in Digital Transformation Era. including the Gartner Hypercare trend for the Intelligent Operation and Maintenance Service, or O&M service, Huawei's next generation of intelligent O&M service, and their business values, and then Huawei's O&M service capabilities and projects worldwide, and one case sharing about how O&M service helped our customer on their digital transformation journey. There are many challenges and problems of the traditional O&M service. The first one is that the operation cost is very high and usually 3 times of the hardware cost throughout the life cycle. So the value is very hard to measure. Second, 70% of the major incidents are caused by human errors because of either lack of technical skills or complex system environment. Third, the time to market is very long, which results in poor user experience and a low customer satisfaction rate. With all of these pain points, the new technology and a new business model rapidly emerged to tackle these problems. These new technologies and a low-code application platform, or LCAP, multiple cloud management, NLP, RPA, and intelligent O&M service, according to the Gartner analysis. Since intelligent O&M service is one of the leading technologies, I will share how Huawei is involving this solution to cope with the market trend. Huawei's O&M service released to market since early 2018 with the key features of the centralized monitoring and support as the first version. Around 2019, the O&M solution was upgraded to add new values of efficiency, automation, and AI as the second version. This year, Huawei has enhanced the offering again to align with customers' digital transformation requirements and industry-specific solutions. This service is now named Huawei Intelligent Operation Service 3 or HiOps 3. I will explain later. The HiOps 3 has one platform, 2 services, and N scenarios. On the bottom of the left side, this one platform is open and very powerful as the base with the features of integrated process, ITIL standard, AI, APM, etc. On top of it, there are 2 types of services. The first one is basic O&M service, such as service planning and design, routine activities, service management, and continuous improvement initiatives. Second one is intelligent O&M digital transformation service. This is a new service introduced in HiOps 3. It is specifically focusing on the end-to-end digital transformation service from consulting, implementation, and operation in line with customers' digital transformation journey. Huawei will provide digital transformation methodology, solution development, project management, governance, technical resource, process, and operational support throughout this journey. In the past years, Huawei has served many customers with the combination of the above services and has developed very mature and industry-specific solutions. These solutions are proved resilient, efficient, affordable, and competitive. The industries that this solution has been implemented are manufacturing, transportation, BFSI, automobile, energy, and many more. That is so-called N scenarios. N here meaning number of industries that leverage this new but mature O&M service in Europe. With this new one powerful platform and 2 services and many industry solutions, Huawei HiOps can help customers to accelerate their digital transformation journey and eventually achieve their business goals. The HiOps 3 has 3 major values which will be explained in the following slides. They are value-based operations, situational awareness, and predictable risk. So let's take a look at what they are. The first value is that all values are driven by customers' business values and they are achievable and measurable. The service values include objective, KPI, technology platform incorporated with AI, automation, and big data, continuous improvement initiatives, etc. All of these will serve one goal only. That is customer's business goal. We define the values very clearly with tangible and measure figures of efficiency, cost, quality based on enhanced customer experience, process optimization, and technology innovation. Not only will Huawei commit these values in the contract, but also will Huawei ensure these values are trackable throughout the service delivery phase. The second value is situation awareness that enables the problem to be tracked and identified quickly. The major reason to achieve this is because all of the data and architecture are all linked and visible. Also, there are some built-in tools such as APM, NPM, and other Huawei network management system in this solution. What that means is that if there is a problem occurred in the application level, based on the data flow in each layer of the architecture, we can easily identify which database table or which virtual machine or which network device or which storage block contributed to the problem. This is a way of problem troubleshooting from top-down level. Vice versa, from bottom-up level, we can also know if any infrastructure resource encounter any issue. We can quickly tell what application will get impacted because of this failure. With this fast locating and tracking availability, the HiOps 3 solution enables the support team to resolve the problem in a very timely manner to minimize the business impact. The third value is predictable risk by leveraging 5,000-fold tree accumulated in the past years to proactively detect the risk before it actually happens, simulating user behaviors, analyzing data relationships, recalibrating algorithm, managing the threshold in order for the risk to be captured in seconds and even analyzed in milliseconds automatically. Nowadays, the monitored objects generated by modern architectures such as microservice, container, virtualization, Azure infrastructure, DevOps, CI/CD, hybrid cloud are increased exponentially. In such a complex environment, this value really helps to detect the risk from day to 20 minutes, reduce the system outage by 30%, and increase the capital efficiency by 20%. Let's take a look at the overview of the HiOps 3 solution. In the right side, this solution is developed based on operation standard, best practice, and published white paper from various industries, as well as 30 years of service experience and lessons learned by Huawei. At the bottom of the solution, it is a very powerful and intelligent technology platform incorporated with the tools for monitoring, automation, analysis, operation management, asset and configuration management, mobility, research and development, etc. On the top of this, it has two services that I presented earlier. They are base O&M service and a digital transformation O&M service. This solution is open for partner to deploy with a SaaS model to serve the clients. Together with the on-site and remote supporting model, this solution can serve many industries such as manufacturing, transportation, BFSI, auto, energy, and many more that are coming. Huawei has developed tens of thousands of partners worldwide to reduce the service cost and improve agility. The partner can access this solution in Huawei Cloud for remote support by SaaS model. Huawei can also provide Huawei-badged on-site resource as a complementary of a partner remote service, specifically for the complicated business case such as business consulting, data center operation, Huawei private cloud management, and managed service, etc. With the combination of on-site and remote, partner resource and Huawei resource, on-premise and SaaS model, the HiOps 3 is capable of serving many different business needs from various industry customers. In summary, the next generation of intelligent O&M service featured with new value, new digital transformation service, new SaaS model, and a new partner ecosystem based on high-tech platform, best practice, and years of experience is already released and already launched in September of this year, 2021, in some Asian countries. I'm looking forward to introducing this solution for European customers shortly, so stay tuned. Let's take a look at Huawei O&M projects and competency globally. There are more than 300 O&M projects in 56 countries. The base of high-tech platform was deployed in 170 projects. There are 4 cloud O&M centers and 3 GNOC, which stands for Global Network Optimization Center, 1 Open Lab, which is for POC, solutioning testing, solutioning verification. There are dozens of enterprise customers from car, transportation, manufacturing, and telecom in Europe, and there are hundreds more from Middle East, South Africa, Asia, and Latin America. In addition, Huawei has 3 global service delivery centers, 3 country GTAC, which stands for Global Technical Assistance Center, and 5 regional GTAC. There are more than 1,000 resources and experts globally in these supporting centers. The other highlight is that Huawei has been awarded with prestigious rated Outstanding Assist Support EMEA certification from TSIA, a leading associate for technology and service organization. This certification shows that Huawei meets the highest industry standards for customer service and technology support for its EMEA enterprise operations. Last but not least, let me share one successful case from one of the European countries on how to improve the efficiency and reduce the cost by Huawei digital transformation solution and service. This customer has many challenges and pain points. It has nearly 100 aging hardware infrastructures, including server, storage, and network, etc., that has been used for more than 11 years. There are more than 10 IT vendors to support these very old infrastructures. The operation and maintenance cost is more than $10 million every year, and there are more than 50 plus IT specialists in customer in-house IT team supporting this business. The system availability is only around 80%, and the response time is 2 days, and the lead time for a new virtual machine is 3 months or even longer. Then, one day, Huawei was rewarded with the contract. Huawei built 2 brand new data centers with a new server, new storage, new network, new firewall, new facility, new energy supply, etc., and then provides the end-to-end managed service for this infrastructure after the data center is up and running. Then Huawei started to build the technology platform to transition and transformation the data, virtual machines, business applications, database middleware, security, open source software, virtualization tools, and all other software to the new data centers to provide IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS model of service. Once all the transition and transformation is fully completed, Huawei is providing the 24/7 intelligent O&M service from both customer on-premise location and remote Romania delivery center. The service tool, process, governance, service management, etc. are designed based on the standard and best practice, and they are 100% GDPR compliance. With this end-to-end digital transformation solution and service, the direct benefit to customer is that the time to market is shortened from 90 days to 10 days. New virtual machine release time is reduced from 3 months to 1 week. Response time is improved from 2 days to 30 minutes. System availability is increased from 80% to more than 99%. And the total cost is saved by 35%. To conclude this presentation, I would like to quote a famous saying as my closing remark. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Huawei cannot agree more with this saying and always believe that it alone cannot go further, cannot innovate, cannot grow, cannot succeed without its great customer and amazing partner. Huawei is humble enough to welcome all kinds of Europe equal partners to work with us, bring the creative solution and service to Europe market, provide the cutting technology product and world-class service to our Europe customers. So Huawei is not willing to go alone to go fast. Instead, let's run together to go far on the digital transformation journey. That is all I would like to share with you all today. Thank you for your time and participation. Again, I hope all of you and your families are all well and healthy. Thank you.
As we draw this service session to a close, we thank you for joining us here. You're welcome to get in touch with your local Huawei representative to learn more. Thank you and goodbye.